So as one crisis after another hits the BJP, that brings us to our first question tonight. The Stung Parivar, not the Sung Parivar. Will the BJP disintegrate or will it recover from this crisis? My first question to Shekhar Gupta tonight. What did you make of the RSS chief's press conference today? Was it a subtle but strong message about getting their act together, or was it an order that you better do this?
Just a while back you said a rare press conference. So I think the fact that he came out and held a press conference is what is significant. You would not have expected him to say something more radical, partly because it's the RSS, it's not their style, and partly because he's not Mr. Sudarshan. But the very fact that he's come out, and why is he coming out now to hold a press conference? It's not a subtle message, it's a very clear message that the RSS is concerned. RSS usually stays behind the scenes. There was no context to this press conference except the crisis in the BJP. So I think he's sort of appearing in public, and he's saying that he's interested in what's going on and he's concerned. And that's very significant.
Why do you think, though, that he didn't go beyond that recent interview that he gave, which he kept referring to again and again? Is it because it's the style of the RSS, or because it would have made things worse at a time like this for the BJP?
It is not the style of the RSS. Look at the history of the past, say, 30, 40 years. It's rare that a Sir Sangh Chalak comes out and makes a clear political statement. I mean, that leadership works a bit like sort of in the old-fashioned late years of Mao Zedong, Deng Xiaoping kind of manner, which is come, smile, you interpret the smile, or frown, you interpret the frown, or sometimes you figure out whether it was a frown or a smile. So coming out and holding a press conference is a frown come smile. You know, many people will now be interpreting it. That's how organizations which are not in mainstream politics by themselves, but wield enormous power over political entities behave.
Mr. Mitra, so what was it? Was it a frown or a smile from that cultural organization that we call the RSS?
Well, I think to begin with, I would like to say that Mohanji today wrote the epilogue of this entire 2 weeks of turmoil in the BJP. I hope this has been brings a definitive end to the problems that have been witnessed in the party ever since, this whole thing started just on the eve of the Chintan Baitak, the Jaswant Singh episode, the Vasundhara Raje episode, the Arun Shauri episode, the Kandahar episode. I mean, it seemed unending. And today, by being so mild yet firm, I think Mohan Rao Bhagwat has put a lid on all this.
How so?
Has said it will rise from the ashes, these things happen, and has reiterated the advice which actually he gave in his detailed interview earlier, that the infighting must end.
But the BJP is not following that advice. In the Chintan Baitak, you all said that Mr. Advani will continue to lead the party as leader of the opposition.
No, but he did not say Mr. Advani should go.
Well, he did clearly hint that it's time for a younger leadership to take over.
That has been said by the many people. Mohanji is not the only one.
Because the leadership issue is still not settled, and until that's settled, I think the bloodletting in the party is not going to stop.
As of now, Mr. Advani remains the leader of the party. I don't think that, you can announce that somebody else is taking over or is going to take over on so-and-so date on so-and-so month, and also expect Mr. Advani to continue till that date. So when it happens, it will, if it happens at all, right now there is no urgency. Let things be settled down. Let the issues that have been raised and which are still simmering be handled properly. I think that is the message that goes out from Mohanji's recent interviews. And I think things are definitely coming to a, I would say, satisfactory end.
A quick comment from Shekhar before I come to Mr. Iyer. Do you agree with that assessment? Do you think that this is putting a lid on the controversy, or are we going to see some more bloodletting before this gets settled?
Well, I think the people who were seen as the obvious dissidents or disgruntled people right now, they've now been counted. So I don't know whether this will completely put a lid on infighting, but I think this will have a sobering effect. For the BJP, for BJP leaders, for Sir Sangh Chalak coming out and speaking is like the headmaster of headmasters coming and saying, that's what the hell is going on.
Tuba.com